The October 21st, 2015 meeting of the Public Safety Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Chairman Ansello.
Here.
Mr. Baroth. Ms. Boyce is excused. Mr. Howland. Here. Mr. Willie Lightfoot is excused. Mr. Marionetti. Here. Mr. Michike. Here. Mr. Morelli. Here. Mr. Yolovich.
Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who's not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? No, there's not. The next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes. You have the September 29th, 2015 minutes before you. They'll stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business.
Referral 15-0303.
Moved by Legislator Michike and seconded by Legislator Howland. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Morales.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, could you give us a little bit of a synopsis on what this money is being used for?
Through the chair, this grant fund is used to support operations in the County Office of Emergency Management and goes towards eligible expenses under the EMPG program.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? The item passes. Next item, please.
Referral 15-0304.
Moved by Legislator Howland and seconded by Legislator Marionetti. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Barat.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through the chair to the administration, just a quick question. I know that this is a decrease of, well, $325,000 over the previous grant award. What was the reason for such a dramatic decrease in the grant funding?
Through the chair, it was based upon what we applied for, what the county applied for this particular grant.
Thank you. Then through the chair of the administration, am I correct to assume then that the scope of effort and training and such will be dramatically reduced, funded by this grant as a result?
Through the chair, this, yes, it is.
Okay. And finally, through the chair of the administration, what sort of things will no longer be done or have already been done or completed that we don't need funding for?
Through the chair, the previous grant award was used to conduct 3 exercises over the 12, 13, and 14. The funds for this grant are going to be used to address capability gaps that were discovered in those exercises.
Thank you. And finally, through the chair of the administration, just one follow-up. What sort of gaps are going to be corrected?
Through the chair, this will be equipment purchased for the Sheriff's Department.
Okay. Thank you. Through the chair, one more question then. What sort of equipment are we talking about?
Through the chair, these will be radiation detection pagers, 5 detection pagers for the Sheriff's Marine Unit.
Okay. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The item passes. And last item, please.
Referral 15-0305.
Moved by Legislator Marionetti and seconded by Legislator Yolovich. Is there any discussion? Yes, Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, is this the same amount for the contract last year, or has there been any change in the amount?
Through the chair, the amount is increased approximately $450,000.
Thank you. And through the chair, is there a reason that this is only being extended for a single year?
Through the chair, to my understanding, these are only single-year contracts.
Is there a reason we do them through you, Mr. Chairman, on a one-year basis?
Through the chair, primarily the amount will change based upon the number of personnel employed at that time.
Through the chair, so if I understand it correctly, the number would change, so that's why they don't necessarily do multi-year contracts, they do just single-year contracts? Because, I mean, it would be my understanding that the Sheriff's Department for the foreseeable future would be protecting the courts, so I don't understand why we wouldn't do longer.
There's a single-year extension to this contract because the actual contract agreement has not been settled yet. So this is just an extension.
Got you. So this just gets through the next year.
Through the chair, that's correct.
While negotiations are continuing. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? The item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? There being no other matters, the October 21st, 2015 meeting of the Public Safety Committee stands adjourned, and the next meeting of the Public Safety Committee will be held on Monday, November 16th, 2015, at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.